Hi, I'm Jeronimo Rodriguez Marulanda from the grade 7A, and I'm going to tell you about to the ancient Greek. What is ancient Greek? It is known ancient Greek to a civilization that developed during the period of 1,048 years, which goes from 1,200 before Christ and until 146 before Christ. It begins with so-called Dark Age and ends with the Doric invasion and subsequent Battle of the Corinth, with the Roman Empire defeats Greeks. How was life in the ancient Greeks? I divided into groups, men's and women's. The men's were engaged in government and politics, warfare, the development of the science, the arts, navigation, and agriculture. In ancient times, sports paramount, and the Greeks were one of the most important sports and athletic competition in the world, the Olympic Games. The women's was different. Women in the ancient Greece had few rights compared to the men's, without the right vote and land or height. The woman's place was in the home, and her purpose in life was to raise children. The religion of the ancient Greece covers the collection of beliefs and ritual practice in the ancient Greece, in the form of cult practice, homologous to Greek mythology. In the Greek world, the religious practice varied enough to speak Greek religions. Next, I'm going to tell you some of gods, titans, and semi-gods. Some of titans was Ocean, Zio, Cryo, Hyperion, Lapierus, and Cronus. The gods were many: Zeus, Hera, Poseidon, Ares, Hermes, Hephaestus, Aphrodite, and Athena. So much. And semi-gods was Hercules, Perseo, Achilles, Dionyso, Perseo, Pan, Zero, and Amphion. The three most important city-states or polis in the ancient Greece. Athens. Ancient Athens occupied a small area compared to the vast metropolis of the present city. Sparta. The modern Sparta is the capital of the Greek peripheral unit of Laconia, and the center of one are the lives of agriculture. In the center of Sparta was an unique city and an ancient Greece for its social system and constitution. Thebes. Thebes was a city in Greece, located north of the Silurian range, which supports some Boeotia from Africa, Attica, and southern edge of the Boeotian plain. What is medical wars? The medical wars were so many. I'm going to tell you a few of that. Medical wars were series of conflicts between the Achaemenid Empire of Persia and the police of the Hellenic War that began in the 490 before Christ and lasted until 449 before Christ. And last to say is the ubication. The ubication Greek civilization are eastern of the Mediterranean Sea, spanning three fundamental areas: the Balkan Peninsula, the many islands of Ionian and Aegean Seas, and the western, of course, of Asia Minor. And finally, I'm going to tell you thanks for watching my video, and